One final example in order to drive the point home about bad pricing. The one very direct consequence of bad pricing for your business is pretty simple. It all comes down to what you want for your business in terms of how it's perceived by your client and the industry. And above all, how it's perceived by you, how you can be proud of it or not. And also, on top of that, there is a simple mathematical truth that if you want to make a certain amount of money, the lower you charge, the more images you will need to make to reach that amount of money. The more images you make, the more time you will need to work. Now let's take some hypotheticals with simple, cute, round numbers for a given project of 3 to 5 images. Scenario A, make 120K a year by making one 10K project per month, meaning you would charge 10K for 3 to 5 images, which is not completely crazy to be honest, and working on 12 projects in a year. Scenario B, make 120K a year by making 2 times 5K project per month, meaning you would charge 5K for 3 to 5 images, which is already very reasonable, and work on 24 projects in a year. Scenario C, make 120K a year by making 4 times 2.5K project per month, meaning you would charge 2.5K for 3 to 5 images, so we're already under 1,000 euro for an image, working on 48 projects in a year. Scenario D, make 120K a year by making 8 times 1.25 project per month, meaning you would charge 1.25 for 3 to 5 images. So here we are at like $400 per image, working on 96 projects in the year. And scenario E, make 120K a year by making 16 times 0.625K project per month, meaning you would charge 0.625 for 3 to 5 images, so around $200 per image, working on 196 projects in a year. In terms of work, scenario A implies roughly a week to 10 days of work for the entire month, or roughly speaking, 40 hours of work. Or scenario D, that implies 2 projects per week for 4 weeks, which would probably be around 50 hours of work weekly or 200 hours of work monthly. And all that for a whole year, given that you would have the right pool of clients, which is highly unlikely. Or even push it to E for fun, which would mean 4 projects per week, around maybe 90 hours of work, 360 hours of work a month, again for a whole year, and with the very hypothetical that you could get 196 projects per year. Now, my guess and hope is that you'll strive to get closer to A rather than D or E. Now, if you're a workaholic, you could actually work like D, 200 hours, and charge like A, 10K per project, which would net you around like 960K a year. Not sure if that's feasible and sustainable though, but we'll agree that charging and working like D sounds like shit. Of course, I'm not saying that everybody can make 100K a year in archviz and that it's easy, but knowing that it's possible and that you can even make way more, you shouldn't sell yourself short. Bad pricing will mean higher amount of hours of work for the same result. Hours you could be spending on more valuable things, whether business related or just free time with your friends and families. Hours you will never get back and that your cheap client will probably not even be grateful for, so charge wisely.